So from that point of view, we are going to see what is the importance of data source, information engineering, knowledge environment, business intelligence, and then ultimately how it is affecting your business strategy. So the first thing that we need to elaborate over here is what is the difference between data and information. Now data is it is the piece of information, or it is the raw fact that is in existence at the individual level. So the what is the meaning that data is a individual raw fact? It means that you have collected the facts, but they may or may not be related with one particular thing. So if I am saying that I have collected all the data related to a particular, say, classroom. So classroom may have n number of things. Okay, so that kind of raw data, which we can term it is related to only one and only one object, that is say classroom, then that can be said as a information. Okay, so data is individual raw fact, but that raw facts, that collection of raw facts may or may not be related with each other, as they are in existence at the individual level. Okay, but that is not the case with the information. So information is set of data in context that is relevant to one or more people at the point in time or period of time. That means now it is collection of data, but it is clearly related to one particular thing, and that is why there is a difference between data and information. So data stands very clearly, they are the raw facts, they are the true information, but it may or may not be related with each other. So that is, the data can be said as a individual raw facts. Okay, but that is not the case with the information. So information is correlated data. Okay, so data is there, and this data is now correlated with each other, and that is why it is called as a information. Why we are looking at all these things? Because we need to learn what is data source, information engineering, and all this stuff. And that is why we are trying to understand what is data, what is information, what is exact difference between them. Now knowledge is a concise, then the fact or condition of knowing something with familiarity gained through the experience or association, and that is why this is called as a tactic knowledge. Okay, so the fact or the tactic knowledge is all the knowledge that is in the people's head, and that community of people or that particular organization would make these people smart. Okay, so there is a tactic knowledge and there is a explicit knowledge. So explicit knowledge is that has been rendered explicitly to a community of people, such as an organization. uh, uh, they they are supposed to know. Okay, so that is the difference between tactic knowledge and explicit knowledge. So organizational knowledge is information that is of significance to the organization and is combined with the experience and understanding of the people. Okay, so that both aspects are taken care of over here. Now organization has three kind of primary resources: capital, human resource, and the data resource. Okay, so data resource and information engineering collectively are technology resource that supports the human resource in an intelligent learning organization. Okay, so the knowledge environment and the business intelligence are collectively human resources that uses the information to support the business strategy. Okay, and knowledge cannot be managed in the sense that data and information can be managed. Okay, Now, knowledge is altogether a very different thing, wherein we are going to have the combination of experience, the combination of understanding, and then and only then we are saying that it is a piece of knowledge. But that is not the case with your data and information. Okay, so knowledge cannot be managed, in the sense the data and information can be managed, and there we need to have a knowledge management as a separate concept. Why? Because the knowledge is came from the experience. The knowledge has came from the particular experience with particular set of information. Then and only then we are saying that it is a piece of knowledge. So there is clearly the difference between data, information, and knowledge. Okay, so data is your raw facts, they may or may not be correlated with each other. Then there is a information, that information is correlated with each other. Suppose I am saying that I have information regarding the classes, then it is particularly the student of the class, the furniture of the class, the board of the class. So all these things are individually matched with each other, or they are somehow correlated with each other, and that is why we are saying that it is a information. But that is not the case with the knowledge. Now knowledge will have the set of information, but moreover it will have the combination of the experience and the understanding. Then then and only then we are saying that it is a organizational knowledge or knowledge. Okay, so organizational knowledge will have the resources like capital, whatever capital it has put, that business has put. Then what are the human resources, what are the data resources, all these things will cater to the primary sources of the organizational knowledge. Okay, so the knowledge environment and the business environment or the business intelligence collectively are the human resource that uses the information to support the business strategy. Okay, so ultimately the goal is to support the business strategy, because we have seen at the top of this figure, it sits. Okay, ये फिगर में सबसे ऊपर क्या है? बिजनेस स्ट्रेटजी है. So this is a business intelligence value chain. So until and unless you have the data resource which is stable, we cannot move towards the information engineering, knowledge environment, business intelligence, and we will not be able to have a particular business strategy which is very fruitful one. Okay, so from that point of view, understanding the data, information, and knowledge is very, very important. Okay, so knowledge management is really management of the environment where people generate the tactic knowledge, render it into the explicit knowledge, and feed it back to the organization. Okay, now what is the exact meaning of explicit knowledge? What is tactic knowledge? Just we have seen. Okay, so here you can see in these notes we have defined these two terms explicitly. Okay, so tactic knowledge is all the knowledge that is in the people's head or the heads of the community of people, such as an organization. Okay, so it is correlated with one particular part of the society as whole. Okay, so that is why it is known as a tactic knowledge. Okay, but that is not the case with the your explicit knowledge. Okay, explicit knowledge is altogether different. Okay, so explicit knowledge is knowledge that has been rendered explicitly to the community of people, such as organization, and is what is they deem to know. That means it is supposed. Deemed to know matlab it is supposed that these people will know this type of things. Why? Because that piece of knowledge has been explicitly rendered, explicitly told to them, and that is why we are saying that this is a tactic knowledge and this is your explicit knowledge which we are rendering, and we assume that such kind of people, group of people, is knowing all these things. So that is why it is called as deemed to know. We are assuming, we are supposing. Why? Because we are explicitly sharing it. Explicitly हमने उनको बता दिया, तो then we are assuming that these people are knowing all these facts. Okay, and that is why we are saying that this is the how the explicit knowledge and your tactic knowledge differ from each other. Okay, so that is business. So knowledge, information sharing is active sharing and utilization of the information in a knowledge environment for a specific business advantage. So it is sharing of memories about the past situation and the solution. So that is why our Indian traditional knowledge has very huge value. Why? Because all these our ancestors have collected this knowledge from their past experience and they have provided the solution. And if we try to keep these things into our mind, our life will become much easier. Okay, so that is about the traditional knowledge I am talking about. We that concept itself is not at all related to what we are discussing, but it is just the point that we should have the past solutions and how past solution and past memories are helping us. In the same way, here also it is going to help us. Okay, so understanding of the problems and its solution, and it is how the hidden knowledge that resides in the human resource for the benefit of the organization. Okay, so that is why many companies are paying huge amount of salaries to the people. Why? Because these people, these human resources are having huge amount of knowledge from their prior memories and their experiences. Okay, so and data in context can be stored in the database. So we know that data is nothing but the raw fact, and all these raw facts can be stored easily into the particular database management system. Okay, now knowledge cannot be stored in any more than information can be stored. Now this is very important. Knowledge as previously defined cannot be stored any more than information can be stored. Okay, so knowledge, because we are saying that knowledge is altogether different thing from the data and from the information. Data is different, information is different, and knowledge is different. Okay, let me tell you again that data is nothing but it is a raw collection of the facts. The raw collection of the facts are at the individual level. They may or may not be correlated with each other, but that is not the case with the information. Information is correlated with each other, and that is why we are saying that it is a information. Okay, so it is nothing but the raw facts, but they are correlated with each other and they are telling more about a particular object, and that is why it is information. It is not the raw facts, it is not the data. Data is what? Data is your individual raw facts, but now when that data will become information, when we are saying that all the individual data pieces, all the raw facts are about a particular object, then we are saying that this data has now been converted or can be treated as a information. Okay, now moving further, information and knowledge are different. Okay, when we say that the information which is having a prior knowledge or prior experience, then we can term it as a knowledge. And that is why we cannot store, as we can store data and information in database management system, we cannot store knowledge directly into our database management system. Okay, so knowledge resides in the human resource or the organization, and knowledge storage is often described as a subject matter experts diligently researching and capturing relevant information and storing it for sharing uh, among the knowledge worker. Okay, so knowledge sharing, then knowledge storing, all these are the very important issue. Okay, so it is data in the context that is being stored to support information sharing, and the data may be hard facts or the soft option, history of the past events, situation evaluation, situations to avoid, alternatives to pursue, and so on, but it is still stored as data in context. Okay, knowledge is intellectual capital that is retained by the human resource. Okay, the knowledge base is the human resource of the organization, and the institutional memory, business knowledge, business experience resides in the human resource of the organization. And that is why in private organization attrition rate matters a lot. What is the meaning of attrition? Why people are leaving your organization? Why? Because these human resources are having a pool of knowledge, and that pool of knowledge can be utilized by the organization to earn more and more profit. And that is why it is the bad thing for any private organization to have a higher attrition rate. That means people, if your people are leaving your company every now and then it is very dangerous situation for your